zeroing my 6-8 wraps.
Erin, are you able to tell us how far offshore we are?
How far offshore we are? Let's see.
No rush.
Okay. I shall try. What's that?
That's why it's called bubble cam.
It's the first time I've seen it.
105 nautical miles offshore.
Thank you.
Yep.
I guessed 100. That wasn't too bad.
Good guess. I heard. That's exciting. Happily, that's not today. Today is like glassy. Glassy and beautiful. I'm sure you guys have been told it's a really shallow start, well, relatively compared to what we've been doing. 575.
Yep.
Ready for control? Ready for control.
Bumping.
Bumped. Roger, thank you, deck. Roger, thank you, bridge.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if I make a 10-meter move to get us a little bit closer to our first waypoint?
You want me to slow down so you can catch up? You got it? I'll slow down. Yeah. We need to what? I did. Sorry, Erin, I think we missed your question about the 10-meter step.
That's okay. It wasn't super important.
Do you want it?
Do you have time, or would you rather not?
Bob, what do you think?
Could we make a 10-meter step closer to shores? Okay. Bridge nav. Can we get a 10-meter step bearing 148? Thank you, George.
I'm so excited to do sampling. Now the manipulator is like all dialed in. What?
Should have just stayed quiet.
No, I'm glad I said something.
You're excited? Awesome, good.
Yes. I'm left-handed. I don't know, is it gonna be, I gotta hold like this? Yeah, for 4 minutes. It's 15 months ago. Which one's the lock? Okay, okay. Blue light, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. And, yep. Uh-huh. And then when I want to lock it to like reset and okay. Yeah, right. Can I see more of it or no? Okay. Bubble. It's preset 6. Oops. Okay. It's alive. So shoulder down is like out. And then elbow up is not him. Which one's? Is it all the way up? Okay. Yep. Okay.
Are we in a good place? We comfortable? We happy? All right, science, we're really situated up here, so if you want to talk dive.
Cool.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, back row.
Hope everyone had a nice Halloween. Lots of candy. So today we are diving on Cortez Bank. We've come inshore a little and south from yesterday's dive, and we're about 100 miles offshore of San Diego.
Can you turn off my?
We will be launching at a relatively shallow site, around 575 meters, towards the top of the bank. Some of you may know Cortez Bank as a prime surfing or scuba diving spot, and that's because it comes up into really shallow waters. And I think maybe has a rock or two that's out of the water at really low tide.
Yep.
Bishop's Rock. But we won't be going there. I'm not sure our shallowest dive location will probably be somewhere between 400 and 350 meters. But last night, while mapping, a fault line was discovered running across the region that we're going to visit. And so we're hoping to cross over that fault line. It looks like there might be some sediments in there, so we're hoping to core those and then explore the upper, well, I would say we're still on the flank, but there is a mound feature that we hope to reach towards the latter part of the dive, and we're continuing to look for mineral-rich substrates, and at this site, it's likely to be phosphorites. Some phosphorites have been collected from here, I think, in deeper waters, but we do know that the depths we're diving at are good for phosphorite deposition and preservation. So we will be looking to characterize the biological and microbiological communities associated with phosphorites. Want to add something? Have you been there, Devin? Have you been?
No, I
surfing there?
haven't. I was just looking up this spot though, and you're right. It's just the shallowest point is just a few feet below the water surface. And apparently in 2008, one of the longest and biggest waves recorded was around 77 feet. But that was actually 15 seconds into this person's ride. So they're estimating it was between 80 and 90 feet tall.
Is that the biggest wave ever recorded?
Not the biggest wave ever recorded, but it's one of the biggest ones ever recorded here.
Wow.
I was actually just looking at the surf report here, and on Sunday, it's going to be between 14 and 22 feet high.
Whoa.
Today.
I'm happy we're not out.
No, in a few days, on Friday. Hey, what is today?
Sunday.
Next Friday, next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we won't be here.
I wonder how that compares with Mavericks.
Paul said he saw kelp floating in the water this morning, so it's possible that there's a local kelp bed around here somewhere as well. One thing I read this morning is that this has been an island multiple times as sea level rises and falls, and it as recently as 10,000 years, and some of the early human populations in the Channel Islands may have actually come here to Cortes Bay.
I was reading that, yeah, from the Channel Islands, you'd be able to see this location on in higher elevations and on clear days.
This will be the shallowest dive we've had on this trip, so it'll be really interesting. We should be getting different kinds of marine life and different kinds of rocks, maybe.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I know we've been looking at phosphorite slabs and individual rocks, and in some regions of the Southern California borderland, you can even get what they call phosphorite nodules, which would be not similar to abyssal plain manganese nodules that are famous for their possible mining potential, but phosphorite nodules, so we might see these fields of smaller, maybe potato to bowling ball sized rounded rocks in big fields. Those have been dredged in the past, up to 50 years ago, but it would be great to see one of those if we can catch it on video with the ROV.
I want to answer your question, Kira. Mavericks is going to be 18 to 28 feet next week.
So similar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, SoCal's always got to compete with NorCal somehow.
So on HiPAC, I've zoomed out. Sorry. Anyway, on HiPAC, I've zoomed out so you could see kind of the overall perspective. So we've got the main portion of Cortes Bank down there, but this is the section up here that we're going to be diving on. And if you guys are looking at your dive plan, there's two possible alternatives to go up this knoll. So we're starting down here at V. I'll just put on the backscatter for a second.
Oh, cool.
Starting kind of down in a darker area and then making our way upslope. And then there were two alternatives proposed, and they're in their dive plan. So the ones labeled A are the first option, and I believe those are red in your dive plan on the perspective views. And then WB, XB, ZB are the second option, and that's blue in your dive plan. But for the first part of the dive, we're basically going the same direction, and then we decide, or we change it completely.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Freedom! Thank you, Aaron.
Yep.
Thank you. It's a little bit like an interactive video game, you know? You make decisions as you go.
Every
Choose
day.
your own adventure.
Choose your adventure.
Go ahead, Bridge. No, that's the first option. Just George, we're very fragile. Be gentle.
I wonder if all these diurnally migrating phytoplankton know that it's daylight savings today. They get all messed up.
It always messes me up. I set my watch before I go to sleep, but I still don't trust it. When I wake up, I'm like, which one is it? Is my phone right? I don't know. So stressful. Fake time.
I thought we were voting to stop doing it.
Yeah, they say that, but
It's been on the ballot a couple times in California, but I don't know. I think it was a measure to propose that we could change it if we wanted to.
got to start small.
I lived in Arizona for a couple years where they don't use it, and it was awesome.
Oh.
We can't hear your funny jokes on SPL.
I said, unless you're flying through Phoenix and they don't, and the people booking your flight don't understand that,
Oh.
miss your flight. Yeah. I got a night in Phoenix for that.
Shouldn't gray whales be migrating south pretty soon? Have you guys seen any yet?
Oh.
I think this is the tail end of their southern
Maybe.
migration.
Okay.
No, because of the time change, they're going to wait another hour.
Speeding up again.
You want me to all stop at 30?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
stop at 30.
I'll stop.
This will probably be one of our higher oxygen dives, too.
Wait, how can that be?
Hmm?
Is that a wrap? I don't know if you're at 30, but that's too shallow for that.
That's 30. It's at 50.
What's at 50?
The
I know, but that could be a wrap. Go to 100. I mean, we're supposed to be at 5 something.
575.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, keep coming down. That does say 30 there.
Yeah.
Well, what's your altimeter say?
It's not picking up.
Yeah.
But there's 11 meters between us, so maybe
Go to, what are you at? You're at 100?
100, yeah.
Go to 150.
150.
Seems pretty legit.
My camera's facing down, so I'll see it coming.
Well, your altimeter should kick in.
Soon, yeah, whenever the bottom's...
We don't have
What's the
Doppler
range
yet.
of the altib?
Well, I mean, I should get Doppler hits
Yeah, you'll
at
get...
80. I'm not getting any. So.
Okay. I mean, it's a whale.
There's the real bottom.
Cool.
You get wraps if you have your time scale set too high.
My what scale?
The time you're kind of measuring time with this.
Okay.
Right? So I mean, it's sound over distance, but it's ultimately time.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get wraps. Like if the time scale is too high,
Okay.
or no, too low, then it goes into the next cycle,
Okay, okay.
and it'll register the bottom, but you're really twice that.
I was scared you were talking about tether
sure.
wraps. I was
Hold
like,
on.
how has that happened? And why is it on there?
It's sound wraps, like echo sound wraps.
In blue.
Yeah, so that's
Can you
legit.
slow down like a tad?
TID. 1 TID.
Thank you.
Okay, it's still blinking.
Yeah, a little piece of jelly or
Yeah, so
octopus or
that's
something.
legit.
Okay.
Is that a little jelly? Yeah.
Okay. I'm caught up.
I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, God. Then I'm walking out.
Did you update it to once every second, top right?
I had the sound of my alarm stuck in my head this morning. None of that.
What's the Herc water depth? Because our record isn't refreshing.
It isn't? We're at 502.
It's still reading 113 for us.
Well, it's in the system. I can see it. Like, it's in Grafana. I don't know what you're looking at, but...
Yeah, she's looking at the side dive data.
Side dive. So the Grafana graph
Mm-hmm.
for side. Maybe can you reload possibly? That's just a web page, so you should be able to reload it, see if that helps.
We tried, but it didn't work. And ours in the other computer does show the more current version, so I'm not sure what's wrong in this monitor.
I can see if Mike's awake downstairs. Is that a siphonophore?
Yeah,
Wow.
multiples.
Crazy long. I'll check if
Maybe
Mike's
Steve could help us.
Okay, stand by. Data lab nav.
So I can't. Is there
Steve or Mike, can somebody come up and maybe help the back row? It seems like their Grafana graph isn't updating. Thank you.
Cool Argus cam.
What are those?
Siphonophores?
What are those?
Uh-oh. Oh.
Where they're everywhere. That's so cool.
Yeah, seem to be entering a whole
I'll stop at 30.
assembly of siphonophores. They look to be long, like meters long.
They're like streamers from a Halloween party.
That's so cool.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Oh, you guys, you're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm getting some pictures of that.
You know, I've never seen something like that.
Yeah, I've never seen so many like that in a pile. It's pretty cool.
Okay, Kylie, you can go auto head.
Auto head on. And turn around to see you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh, I should have said this earlier. Data, can you log this as a video highlight, please?
I did.
You did. Excellent. Thank you.
All right, there's bottom, friends.
Oh, rocks. Yay.
Woo!
And
Love to see
siphonophores.
some rocks right away.
I'll come down a bit.
Yep.
Lisa, can you explain what
And then if you can, you
siphonophores
can
are?
start spinning around to look at me.
Okay. No problem.
Well, they're colonial organisms. I have to remember whether they're urochordates. And they filter
Coming around.
water to feed. I have never seen as many this long all in one place, honestly. I usually see them sort of individually as we're ascending or descending. There's clearly something they like here. And maybe they are sitting here waiting to capture some vertically migrating food.
Am I okay to reset, Bob, or do you want to get settled in?
I mean, we could zoom in
I'll
on,
quit thrusting and you can
Okay.
you
Let
know,
me
do
know
your
when
thing.
when you're happy.
when we're all settled
You
and
can
the
do it.
vehicles are
Do your thing.
ready
Give me
and
2
done their
more
white
hits.
balance, we could zoom in and look at them.
1 more hit. Okay, that's good enough.
They are long, like longer than Herc.
Oh,
Okay,
they're
we're good.
hydrozoans.
Are they cnidarians? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're not like salps. I always get them mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah. So they're hydrozoans, a type of cnidarian related to sea anemones and corals. The same phylum.
So they
You got it?
do emit
You're
a
all
light
set?
to
Yeah, we're all set.
attract prey.
Well, they should be able, as cnidarians, they have stinging cells, so they can kill their prey when they encounter them.
Yeah.
With the Argus view, for those watching, switch to the Argus camera. You'll see an amazing view of siphonophores. I think that's camera 2. Yeah, I see some sediment. We may try coring here.
Yeah, do we like hit the magic spot of sediment going right to rocks? Like, could it be perfect in every way?
Or is there rocks right under the sediment?
Or is there rocks right under the sediment?
There may be.
Can we get an inch core?
And are they good rocks? I hope so.
What?
I said, and are they good rocks? The kind we want.
They look kind of angular, some of them.
You only, oh, you doing it.
Hi, this is Caitlin in the lounge. If we're going to collect sediment, could we pop a Niskin before we land, please?
Yep.
Yep, noted. Thank you, Caitlin.
Caitlin,
Yes.
do you want the Niskin even if the cores won't work here?
Just
I
in
guess-
case, yes, because we would
Yeah.
love the Niskin before we, stir up all the sediment on the bottom and mix it into the water column.
Good, Al?
Okay.
Thank you. And if we could record the depth above the sediment, which
I'm
is
good.
taken.
Roger that.
Thank you.
Oh, what am I doing? I gotta do that.
Can I have Niskin cam, please?
Okay, we watching?
Watching.
Yeah.
Popped.
Look at that claw
3
action.
meters. 3 meters off the bottom.
All right. Noted. And what's our sample number, Science?
This should be NA124
086.
N1.
Look at how nice that claw works now, huh?
Mm-hmm. Some surgery last night. I'll call you Dr. Bob.
That's
Hmm?
it's very finicky in there, in here.
I wish I would have saw it what it looked like when it was apart.
It has,
I have a picture of
yeah,
it.
it's a little 30 gauge wires and a whole bunch of them all. You got to get it all in there just right
Oh, fidgety.
and then squeeze it together without pinching any wires.
Too much terror.
Yeah, I didn't want to get in there, but we did.
We did, and it looks like it helped a
Yeah.
lot. Okay. Do we want to try and land and take some cores here?
Yeah.
All right.
See if
So-
we can find anything deep enough.
So do we want to be away from these rocks a little bit?
A little
Yeah.
bit,
Data logger, what was the meters off
but
bottom?
it doesn't matter.
3
how
meters
far.
off bottom.
3? Thank you.
So somewhere maybe out here?
He said 2.
It was 3 meters.
We're going to try right here?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's just do a test and see how deep. Does Argus have a zoom on its camera?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
That's how we get the
Good.
best pictures, really.
It's getting some nice images of the siphonophores.
Do they have like fine fibrous tentacles that come off them as well, or is that just like?
Yeah, those are tentacles. Possibly stinging
Okay,
tentacles to capture things.
very
We'll
cool.
find out when we get them all over the vehicle and you go out to do the...
Gonna have to do a cleanup.
So you got streamers all over the place.
the stinging streamers.
So exciting.
Would we be able to turn off the lights? We might see some bioluminescence from the siphonophores.
Then they can't see what they're doing.
Well, we could do one thing first and then the second thing, if the pilot is interested in doing so.
I mean, whatever you want to do. We're
We wanna
settled
ta-
on the bottom. We could turn the lights off for a second if you want to.
Want all of them off? I'll turn them.
Is that what we're
Alright.
doing?
Let's do it.
Okay, do it.
Forward matrix is off. Aye. Okay.
Going dark,
Ugh.
looking for bioluminescence.
Oh, we're going so dark.
Video engineers freaking out.
Oh,
You got to turn off the cameras, the side cameras.
oh, they give off like a glow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starboard rail.
Let me turn off.
And you got it. Yeah, Argus lights off.
Okay, this is a bioluminescence experiment, not a power outage.
Not too much.
Nope.
Nope, nothing we can detect. It's probably happening. All right, lights on. Thank you.
Poor Herc thought he was going to take a little nap.
Okay.
So the the other thing we'll have to look at is the sediment texture and whether it's fine enough to stick inside the cores.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing we're not really seeing ripples.
Want a sample, Cam?
Yep. And box out?
Sample box out.
That's good. Look at how snappy that gripper is now.
Mm-hmm.
Looking great.
Callie, any chance we can tilt down the Argus Zeus?
It's down all the way.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, I can give you like a inch.
You
Like
move us back
that's
the
all I got.
opposite of Herc setting, just like 5 meters.
What was it?
Just do a ship move
Oh, sure, yeah.
opposite of Herc setting.
Yeah, we'll do. Okay.
So, yeah, 280,
280, sure.
5 meters or something.
Sure, no problem. Bridge nav.
Okay, can we switch over to
Dive.
dive? Yeah.
Can we get a
Okay, Al, can you
10
zoom
meter
in?
step? 10 meter step 280.
Looks like there are little bits of rock and gravel in there too.
Is that good right there?
Sure. That might
Yeah,
be
zoom
it.
in now. A little bit. Ugh.
Might be it.
Yeah, no, we can get it.
Oh, no.
Wow, I'm impressed.
That looks like the test hole when I'm getting ready to put a tree in, but 6 inches in the other direction is like roots.
So Bob, can I ask you a question before you take the next one? Do you think it's worth trying to pull that out and put it back just to see if the sediment will stay in before
yeah,
putting
if you're
out
okay with stirring up the
all
bottom, yeah, I can do it. It just makes it easier if I take them all out, but that's all right.
No, I know, but I guess my point is that we can.
I'm pretty sure this is going to stay in there, just judging by how it went in. But
okay. I mean, if you're pretty sure, it's fine.
Well,
we don't want to do.
Yeah, we'll take it out.
I think we just, only because this is setting, would normally have pretty coarse sediments that fall out. So I want to be sure this is going to work.
Yep. Okay, coming out. Looks pretty
gorgeous.
It looks good.
Okay, so that should be NA124087 TC1.
Sample?
Yeah, good.
And was that actually push core 1?
That was push core 1, yes.
Video, you can zoom
But
in
also
on
on the ROV.
Argus now that I'm backed up.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Al?
You can zoom in on
I'm
Argus.
not hearing. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay, you zoom in now.
How many were you taking here?
Strange, I hear you fine today,
Will
Bob.
do
Your mic's at
6,
your forehead.
7, 8.
Oh, okay. I don't know if they can hear you.
Okay, is this good?
Yes.
How many cores are we doing?
How many cores?
8.
8, okay.
Sample?
I'm holding off until it's a good recovery, but that should be NA124-088.
What does it matter what order he recovers the push cores?
Well, we don't know if when we put it back, if it's going to stay collected.
But like, let's just say he put them all out and then put them back in reverse order. Wouldn't the next one collected be 088?
Yeah.
Not necessarily push core 2.
Yeah, but I haven't submitted the sample yet. But this will be NA124-088. Should be our next sample.
It's an interesting sediment. It's sort of modeled with little black things that I assume are bits of gravel or rock.
Yeah, I'll be interested when you guys sieve. Sometimes you can get micronodules forming, but it's probably not the right depositional environment for that, but it could be rock fragments, little mineral precipitates.
Can you zoom in now? Okay, sorry.